Hello. Today I'm going to show you how I play the song Are You Lonesome Tonight on Baritone Ukulele in the key of G. I stick pretty close to the record. I think there's a couple spots where I play a major 7 instead of a major triad, and I added a little bit of motion just to keep it moving. Anyway, this is pretty close to the record. So we're in the key of G. So our first chord is going to be a G major triad, which I play by putting ring finger on the 5th fret, middle finger on the 4th fret, and then pointer is barring across the 3rd fret. Your pointer really only has to be holding down the B and E strings on the 3rd fret, but by force of habit and it's helpful, I just bar all the way across. So it's 5th, 4th, 3rd, 3rd, 5, 4, 3, 3, but you could just do. Okay? That's home base. That's our G major triad. So we're going to go from the 1 chord, G major, to the 3 minor chord, which is a B minor. And for this one, it's ring on the 4th fret, pinky on the 4th, middle on the 3rd, pointer on the 2nd, 4, 4, 3, 2. And then next we're going to go to an E minor 7. So your middle finger is going to stay where it's at. Good grammar, you like that? Middle finger stays. Pointer goes to the 2nd fret of the D string. Your ring is on the 4th fret of the G string. And then your middle finger bars the 3rd fret of the B and E string. So it's 2nd, 4th, 3rd, 3rd. And this is a shape we're going to use in a couple different spots. So memorize this. It's 2nd, 4th, 3rd, 3rd. All right, that's a challenging chord shape to hold. So an alternate that you could play is just an E minor chord, and all you have to do for that is pointer finger on the 2nd fret of the D string. That's an E minor. So I play, okay, I like how that sounds, but you can play G, B minor, E minor. Totally works. And then we're going back to G major, and then we're going to go to a G dominant 7. So the only difference between a G major and the G dominant 7 we're going to play is taking that ring finger off. So now pointer bars across the 3rd. Your middle finger is going to be on the 4th fret of the G string. So it's 3rd, 4th, 3rd, 3rd. And G dominant 7 wants to resolve to some kind of C chord. In this case, I'm going to play a C major 7. You could play just a C major triad. In this case, we're going to play a C major 7. So to play that, bar across the 5th fret with a pointer all the way across, and then pinky goes on the 7th fret of the E string. So it's 5th, 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 7th. If you wanted to play just a C major triad, move that pinky up 1 fret to the 8th. 5th, 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 8th. But, ooh, jazzy. Okay. So far we've got G, B minor, E minor 7, back to G, G dominant 7, resolves to a C major 7. Okay? Now we're going to bounce back and forth between an A minor 7, pardon my cough, between an A minor 7 and a D dominant 7, which are 2 and 5 in the key of G major. All right, so our A minor 7, remember when we played E minor 7, and it was 2nd, 4th, 3rd, 3rd? We're going to play the same shape. In this chord shape, your pointer is holding down the root note. So the root of E minor 7 is E, and that's what this note is. So now we're going to move that root all the way up to an A, so we just got to slide up to pointer finger holding down the 7th fret of the D string. So it's 7th, 9th, 8th, 8th. 7, 9, 8, 8. That's our A minor 7. And then the nice thing about this shape, when you're going between A minor 7 and D7, your pointer stays where it's at. Good grammar. Stays there, bar across the 7th fret, and then your middle finger goes to the 8th fret of the E string. That's our D7. So we're going between A minor 7, your middle finger barely has to move to get to that D7, okay? A minor 7, D7. Okay, so it does that a couple times. We're going to go back to our 1 chord, which is a G major triad. Remember how to play that. Great. So far we have, are you lonesome tonight? Do you miss me tonight? Are you sorry we drifted apart? Does your memory stray to a bright summer day when I kissed you and called you sweetheart? Okay. Alright, so next we're going back to our G dominant 7. Do the chairs in your parlor seem empty? Back to C major 7. We've been here before. Seem empty and bare. Now we're going to play an A dominant 7. So this is not, it's not part of the key diatonically. We're going to have to borrow a note to make this chord happen. So it has a more interesting sound to it. Same with when we played G dominant 7. That's not technically in the key of G major. We're borrowing a note to make this chord happen, which makes it a more interesting flavor. So when we played, okay, we had our G major chord, and then all we did to make it G dominant 7 is taking the ring finger away. A dominant 7, same thing, we're just sliding it up 2 frets. So now, pointer bars across the 5th, and your middle finger is on the 6th fret of the G string. 5, 6, 5, 5. Okay, I have to remember where Do you gaze at your doorstep and picture me there? Okay, so we're doing our A7, and then we're going to go to A minor 7 to D7. Now, a fun optional thing you can do on this D7 in particular is to make it a D augmented 7. And this is a sound you'll definitely recognize from classic country, some rock and roll. This is a useful flavor. But so we had our D7 shape. We're barring across the 7th fret. Middle finger is on the 8th fret of the E string. To make it augmented 7, and this is a little bit challenging, but I use my ring finger to hold down the 8th fret of the D string. So we're going from this to this. That note is what makes it augmented. So it's 8th, 7th, 7th, 8th. That one's difficult, so just if you're up to the challenge, maybe give that a try. And picture me there. Okay, now we're going back to home base. That's our G major. Is your heart filled with pain? B minor. And then we're going to go to A7 again, which we played up here before. At this point in the song, I usually play this A7. You can play it up here, but the way I play it is barring across the 2nd fret with my pointer. Middle finger is on the 3rd fret of the E string. So same shape we made for our D7. Well, it's down here for an A7. So 2nd, 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 3rd. Okay, so is your heart filled with pain? Shall I come back again? And then we're doing our A minor 7. Tell me, dear, are you lonesome? D7 tonight. Back to our 1 chord. So that's it. So here's how it all fits in time. Do 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 G, B minor, E minor 7, or E minor if you want. Back to G, G7, C major 7, or just C major if you want. A minor 7, D7, A minor 7, D7, do that one more time, D7, to our 1 chord, 1 7, so G7, to C major 7, A7, A minor 7, D augmented 7, G, B minor, A7, A minor 7, D7, G. If you want to tag it, that's like just repeating that last line. I play, tell me dear, are you lonesome tonight? E minor 7, A minor 7, D7, G. And you can do that however many times you want. So it would be, tell me dear, are you lonesome tonight? E minor 7. Tell me dear, are you lonesome tonight? Great. I hope you enjoyed that or find it useful. Thanks.